I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. Thomas Alva Edison, one of the greatest inventors in human history. And again, my friends, Thomas Edison just stuck with it. We ask you 10 to 15 minutes each and every day. Is it not worth having early retirement choice, being able to watch your money multiply, know what's really going on in the world, figure it out? You know, you hear a lot of the talking heads on TV saying what bad stuff is coming down the road. Wouldn't you like to know what is going on and being able to have plans and figure it out? Well, that's going to happen by you engaging in the market each and every day, doing your practice trades, doing your fractional trading when you start getting good at it, and learning this stuff. And the longer you put it off, the less time you spend in it. And again, we're only asking 10 to 15 minutes. You know, your decision, your ability to control your world when it comes to finances is just pushed that much further down the road. And if you think there's anybody out there that's going to save you, you are the cavalry. Now, let's jump into these charts. We see that stocks are up for the day. Bonds are about flat, 0.02%. I don't consider that up. Gold and Bitcoin are down. Now, let's see where things are in the market. We have 1.5 days of up movement. We are below the weekly trend line on the 2-day and the half-day. We have a spinning top on the 2-day. And again, the low that we hit on the Thursday-Friday candle of last week was 493.86. 495.43 is the low this week. So we've not hit that low this week. We're not too far from it. As we look at where this candle is shaping up, still a red down candle. Again, do we have any, let me move, do we have any up movement? It's hard to tell. Going to move that out of the way. No, we don't. Not on the candle itself. So again, we will keep an eye on things. And that pesky little, every time I mess with that, I learned earlier today to move this thing over. And at least let's go ahead and save that. Maybe that'll keep that, yes, from jumping up in my way. But what do we see going on? Well, we're watching closely. Are we going to bounce off the weekly trend line on either the half-day or the 2-day? Are things going to revert to the mean and continue to head down? Of course, we had a beautiful turnover. We had average volume with that most recent high. We then had a red spinning top for the down move with average volume, higher than average volume last week. And we will keep an eye on things and just see where it goes. About ditto on the NASDAQ 100. Again, really just a day of up movement there. Well, a day of green candles. We had a green spinning top yesterday, but there was up movement. We look at where we are on the 2-day, and again, haven't reached the prior low, got close to it, and we'll keep an eye on which way things are going to go. Of course, heated up with the down move last week, and we'll see as the market has this bump up, how long will it last? Will it bounce off the weekly trend line or even get that high? We'll wait, we'll watch, we'll see. Let's look at bonds. Again, bonds moving down these last 3 weeks quite nicely. You can see, though, over the last few days where they just sort of bottomed and then have been sliding sideways. And again, flat for the day. Don't know really which way bonds are going to go. This green volume on the weekly chart only means that it opened higher than the prior close. That's all that means. But we will see. Bonds could be digesting those gains, get ready to move down again. If you jumped into bonds, and again, we didn't have the kind of volume that showed us that. You had to go all the way back to the last interim high, which was above average. And if you would have waited for the volume to peak, that would have gotten you in at the right point. And of course, you would have had the ability at 2 times your ATR to actually capture a nice little gain through last week. So do pay close attention. Remember the always winning method. It works time and time again. Is it 100% foolproof? Nothing is. But it is beautiful. It allows you to, again, cut your losses, take a profit, and then allow, if the charts show you, to let the other half that you don't sell off after you're at that one-time ATR on the 2-day chart, let that other half ride and see just how long you can roll out that profit with the market's money. Now, let's move on to gold. Gold down 0.25%. Gold has blown off lots and lots of steam. We talked about in our Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies, which will come out for everybody on Friday. Patreon members already have that, along with the 3-wave trades. We talked about gold miners, and of course, I'll pull that up for you. Gold miners. Why am I not remembering? Golly day, guys, come on. For some reason, for the life of me, I can't remember what gold miners are. Let's find that. Why can't I remember gold miners? GDX. Golly day. I've dealt with that forever. It just wasn't coming to mind. So what do we see? Well, Gold Miners has also, and I think Gold Miner Juniors is GDXJ. But we see where they have really blown off a lot of their energy too, heading down. Hard to recover from that. We will see, if indeed gold itself is going to recover from that. It's not as hard down as the gold miners are. It is, of course, just a doji right now, but it has blown off a lot of steam. Strong 2-day candle, first day of the latest 2-day candle. 2 days of down movement on that half-day chart. But again, not down much as far as the day ended, 0.25%. So we'll keep an eye on it. It could turn back into a green candle. It could. We'll see if it does. Let's go to HODL, which is, of course, the Van Eck Bitcoin Trust. This is the ETF for Bitcoin. And what is it showing us right now? It's hard to even see it. I guess you would call that, it's a doji. And lots of indecision. Now, if we go to the 24-hour a day Bitcoin on the weekly chart, you can see we had a spinning top back on the week beginning the 8th of April with lots of volume. Average volume last week with that down move. And again, not a lot of volume this week. Down 1.09% right now on 24-hour a day Bitcoin. On the Bitcoin ETF, 0.13%. I am hoping we're going to see Bitcoin roll back for a few weeks, maybe more than 2 weeks like it did last time, and then reset nicely when it gets ready to take off. Gives us great volume and Heikin-Ashi candlesticks that help us see a great entry week. That is where we are. So appreciate you being with us. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.